Thank you and welcome to the show this day. Today's topic is the Tennessee State University Marching Band, and we're fortunate to have with us to talk about the Tennessee State University Marching Band the director, Mr. Edward Graves, who is not only the director of the Tennessee State University Marching Band, but he's also a longtime professor at Tennessee State University. And Professor Graves, let me welcome you to the show this morning.
Thank you, Dr. Haney. It's truly an honor to be here.
You know, Professor Graves, I think that many people have been simply thrilled by the antics of the Tennessee State University Marching Band. And I happen to recall this past week that you played before some 60-odd thousand people in Memphis at the Classic. And I think within that context, we can really talk about the band today. But before we talk about the band, let's talk about Ed Graves, and to have you to give us some information about your background, your education, and perhaps some of those things that were important and influential in your life that eventually led you to that seat this morning. Let's talk about it from that perspective.
Okay, well, that's really an honor to be able to do that. I grew up in Forest, Mississippi, a small town of about 5,000 people, which is east of Jackson. My parents were both educators. My father was a county agent, and my mother was a school teacher. Of course, we came from a family there that really believed in education and the value of an education. I have two brothers and a sister. One of my brothers is a pediatrician. He was educated at Meharry and Howard University. I have another brother that's a dentist. Received his bachelor's degree at Tennessee State University and his dental degree at Meharry. Have a sister that got an education at Tuskegee University, and she's a dietitian. So our parents were, they got all of us educated.
In education.
Yes, and of course I, in watching one day with my father a football game back in 1955 or so, we saw a football game in Chicago, Chicago Bears, and I believe it was Los Angeles Rams, and at halftime, the Tennessee State University Band was featured.
As early as that date.
That's right. And at that point, I decided, I remember saying to him, you know, that's where I want to go to school, where we could be in an organization that performs like that and a school where that gets that kind of exposure. So that's where we began. My family, to kind of carry that on with the belief of our parents in terms of a value of education. They were both great supporters of their alma mater, which is Alcorn State University. I have my wife and I. My wife's a nurse. We have two children. My oldest daughter had a degree in chemistry from Tennessee State University and a dental degree from Meharry. She's presently on the staff at teaching faculty at Columbia University in New York as a prosthodontist. My youngest daughter has a PhD in biomedical engineering. She got her bachelor's degree at Spelman and a dual degree at Boston University, a master's and a PhD at Case Western Reserve. So we've tried to carry on the tradition and beliefs of our parents in terms of the value of education, which gives me to the point of, after completing my bachelor's here at Tennessee State University, being greatly influenced by Mr. Frank Greer and Dr. Edward C. Lewis, and encouraged to go on to get a master's in music education at the University of Illinois, and which prepared me to just carry on the kind of ideals and the principles that I was taught at Tennessee State University and at home to want to